Welcome to State of the Laundry Industry with Laundry Matt, episode 22, 0 to 5 figures in 5 months. I want to welcome Bhanu with Lavender Laundry, who took his pickup and delivery business to huge numbers in less than 6 months. I'd like to welcome Bhanu with Lavender Laundry. He is such a success story, and I'm so excited to learn more about your story and share it with people because you've got two things in common. One is you've taken your business with a Curbside Laundries wash and fold and pickup and delivery solution. And within 1 year of using our service, it's grown to like 5 figures within just a few months. And then it's just ballooned and ballooned like a staircase, just the constant growth. And the other amazing part about it too, is you've done all that in 1 year and you've got a full-time job. And so I'm just excited to learn how you managed all that.
I had my job and I wanted another income source. So I was looking into, other businesses and stuff, and I had some success with other businesses. So, and I was looking for like a laundromat and I found exactly what I wanted, so a laundromat in Tukwila, Washington. Once I bought it, I wanted to, increase my income. I mean, my place is a huge place. It's like 3,700 square feet, and there was like some room in the back. So I started thinking, what I could do with it. There was some rooms that the old owners used for tanning beds, tanning.
What is it with tanning beds and laundromats? Because I've seen that, and I still don't get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they were not generating, a whole lot of revenue. So, there was no point of keeping them. I got rid of those, and then I started renting out the rooms, to like a barbershop, and there was a tax guy who wanted to rent the place, and so I did that, and then in the meantime, I was looking for other ways to increase my revenue for the laundromat. I started looking at laundry services, and there was not a whole lot of competitors in my area. No other laundromats were doing it, so I started doing it. I built my own website, and I used Clean Clouds. Yeah, Clouds. Yeah, and I didn't have much success with it, And one day I was searching online, for other ways, to make more money, right, for the laundromat, and I came across you guys, and I started watching a video, and it was great, I mean, everything I wanted, and so I, watching a bunch of videos from you guys, and finally, I contacted you guys, and pretty much, went from there.
Yeah, it's amazing to me because a lot of people say, hey, I got this software solution where they're looking at pickup and delivery software solutions. They're like, hey, this is only $50 a month or whatever it is. And so they're looking at it completely the wrong way because they're like, hey, I'm saving some money on my pickup and delivery solution. And they completely forget about the customer journey. For a lot of these software manufacturers, they're not looking at the entire customer journey and how they find your website, how they find you, what happens after they place the order, and all these different pieces you have to get right because it's a consumer product. So they're saving a couple $100 a month or whatever it is. And then, but what is the opportunity cost? Because now you're making 5 figures a month. And before with a different software, it was.
It was not that, that much. The thing is, we couldn't get traction on, commercial, customers with the, after we launched the website with Curbside, we started, getting commercial, customers within the first month. I think it was within the first month we started getting one commercial customer, right? That was the starting point, and then we started getting more and more. So our first one was naturopathic place. We had that, and we still have them as a recurring, business customers, and we started getting more and more.
What industries and commercial clients have you been getting?
We have linen company. They rent linens and stuff. They are giving us, business, and also a plumbing company. We are getting business from them every day. I mean, they get busy and we get busy.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Those commercial clients are golden, and because they're consistent, you're just dealing with a single payer, and they tend to give you a higher quantity. So it's just the perfect trifecta.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then it's also the commercial clients do tend to take longer to acquire. But then the residential are great as the bread and butter. It's nice because there's a lot of them, but it all comes down to the same thing as taking care of your customers, doing a good job for them.
Exactly.
And that's what I find really impressive. You got a full-time job. And I'm just wondering how you accomplish that. Like, how are you able to manage it all?
Well, I would say, having a really good team, I've struggled with employees a lot. It's not an easy journey. Yeah. Having a real good team that does it, pretty much. So my dad retired as a truck driver. So he's helping me out with my pickups and deliveries also. And then I have another person doing, pickups and deliveries. And also I have helps from friend. I mean, they didn't have a job, so I offered them a job, and pretty trustworthy and hard workers. Yeah, having a good team. That's like the success.
Yeah, that is the key. And just last week, I had somebody say, hey, and they've got a really successful pickup and delivery service. And they said, could you turn off the pickup and delivery temporarily because we need to find more team members? On the flip side, we are spending a lot of money on Indeed.com and different, we're constantly, and we'd rather be in a position of having too many people and manage the hours that way rather than being in the reverse situation. So I think it is good to have a solid team and then also kind of have some padding. It's actually,
Yeah,
I think it's actually easier when you get bigger because if you just have one person and then that person quits, you're in a world of hurt. But as you
exactly.
get bigger, it's easier to have padding. It's easier to manipulate hours and give work to the people who are performing the most.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We were struggling in the beginning because we only needed like one or two persons. And so once we got bigger, we had more people. So if someone calls in sick, and we could have somebody else cover their shift. It got a little bit easier.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's like taking off with a plane in the very beginning. They're using a lot of thrust, they're using a lot of fuel to get off the ground.
Uh-huh.
And pick up and deliver is the same thing. You really have to, it does take time to grow. I mean, in your case, it's just unbelievable. Like 1 year and you've got, and I wonder like how much value that adds to your laundromat. Uh, You know,
It's a lot. Yeah.
yeah,
I
because
haven't even looked at it yet.
yeah, it's a
Because I'm
multiple.
not selling with this laundry service. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not selling. I mean, I could grow so much bigger. With this service. I mean, we just started. Like it's only been like what a year or less.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I firmly believe if something's making money, you don't sell it.
Hmm.
Because when something is generating money, that is so valuable because in my opinion, money doesn't have a lot of value. There could be inflation, there could be all these different things and whatever. If you just park your money in the bank, that you spend the money and then it's gone. What has
Yeah.
value is something that makes money. So you've got an asset. I remember I used to do commercial real estate and this guy, he owned a storage facility that cleared $50,000 a month.
Hmm.
And so I was trying to get him to sell. And he's like, why would I sell? Every single month I get a new $50,000.
Yeah.
And it's hard to argue that.
Yeah, pretty much. With this growth, I mean, we had like, drop off customers, right? I mean, we were not, getting, enough income, So that's why, I started looking into, pickup and delivery with the website and everything. I started getting more, drop off customers too, with the website, they were finding, easier to find things online too, so on the website.
It was around 2010, we started investing in, or actually in 2010, we had our first website for a laundromat, and we're the only laundromat in Long Beach that had a website. And it's just one page. And we started getting all this business, and our wash and fold revenue went to about $8,000 just because we had a website and nobody else did. Your online presence, that determines your success or failure. Just 5 years ago, 2017, half the laundromats didn't have websites. When people did wash and fold, it was an afterthought. It was because they had an attendant there just to keep the riffraff out or to make sure they could refund machines so people didn't tip them over type thing.
Mhm.
And so they said, I'm going to be attended, and people keep going up to my attendant and asking, hey, could you wash this for me? They got into wash and fold to pay the wages. And if you do that without the web presence, you'll make between $500 and $2,500 gross, which
Mhm.
really just doesn't pay for a whole lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, when I built my website, I had several pages, but they weren't as detailed as the website that you guys built. Super easy for customers to find information. And also the keywords, there's like, so much keywords, in the website. So it's easier for you to rank higher on Google. Most of the areas, I mean, for commercial laundry service, I'm at the top. So that's I'm pretty happy about that. My website was okay, but it was not ranking as high as the website I have right now with Curbside.
If you're looking at rental cars near the airport, Hertz and Budget and all those different places are like jockeying for position, and they're spending a lot of resources in that. So it really comes down to, it's like winners take all. It's competitive. So
Yeah.
really need the best. And then just sort of final question, what would you say to somebody who's considering getting into pickup and delivery?
I would say go for it. Don't think about the initial investment. You're gonna get so much more back.
And any thoughts on like Uber or DoorDash to use for your drivers versus your own
I
employees?
don't think that's gonna work. You lose your control. Find your own employees and have them do the pickup and deliveries.
Terrific. And then one thing Peter Lowen with Laundry a Go-Go was describing how this business model is designed for growth, because
Mhm.
you get these repeat customers, you keep bringing new people in. Is that what you're finding, or is it all new customers, or what are you seeing in terms of customer
Oh yeah,
retention?
we get new customers, recurring customers, and also commercial customers. Yeah, they are finding it easy to find us on Google. And we just had a commercial customer. It was a one time, but they gave us over 2,000 pounds of laundry.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's so awesome.
yeah.
Like bags of
So
money.
yeah, bags of money. They're actually bags for a recycling place. So I'm pretty happy about that, and the software that you guys have, the POS system and everything, so easy to navigate.
Yeah, and I can't wait this year for 2022. I mean, it does take time for development, but a big push is a lot of automation. We're going to help you like bring in new customers, get your regular customers ordering more often with a higher frequency. So whatever you're making right now, it's just going to balloon. Even if you didn't add one new customer, it's just going to be tied in where it's going to help your customers just order and order and order more and more and more. It's going to
That's
be,
awesome.
yeah. So we basically tripled our development team, and we're just dedicated to just having the best software out there.
Awesome. I'm pretty excited about that.
Nice. Well, I just
Yeah.
want to thank you again for being on the podcast. I think your story is so inspirational because you've been in it for about 1 year. You've just hit ridiculous revenues that people would be happy if their entire laundromat made that in a month. And this is just one facet of your laundry. We're glad to be able to help out.
Thanks, Matt, and Curbside Laundries.
Terrific. Well, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the show, please click like or subscribe. It really helps us out. If you'd like to learn more about the Curbside Laundries pickup and delivery and point of sale solution, please go to curbsidelaundries.com. See you next time.